back to your new grow. This week we are super early at the allotment, so it's actually Saturday today, and that's why I'm not shouting. I've got the new microphone, so I'm hoping that you can hear me properly. Feedback's telling me that you can, so hopefully it's right. Anyway, super early. It's 6:30 in the morning. I was kind of hoping to be here for about 6 o'clock. But yeah, I, like an old diesel, has struggled a bit this morning to get started. But anyway, we're at the allotment now, and we've got about an hour and a half. Then I need to shoot, and I'm not going to be here until next week. I'm not exactly sure when, because I've got tons of things to do. Right, so let's not lose any time. A couple of things today. So I've got some twine with me, so we can tie the veg up there and try to train, because you'll see in a minute, but the pumpkin is actually trailing pretty much right across the path. Definitely loads of squashes. Some reason I'll show you, but for some reason the one on one of the side of the arch are not doing too well. I'm not sure if they are competing with the rest of the gang there, but on the other side, my goodness, I'll show you. Anyway, so we've got that to do. I also have the tape measure, so we can check the size here, so I can look for the pallets that I need for that. Mostly we've got the coffee, because although I've been up for not far off 2 hours, it's still early. So let me show you what we are dealing with at the moment. So the pumpkin is now trailing, as I said, pretty much across now, so we're gonna have to start training it a bit better, or just learn how to jump over it, whichever way is gonna be the easiest. I have a few, 1, 2, 3 on this one. I think the other ones have been nibbled. They have indeed. That's fine. Sacrificial. So yes, we've got 3 decent pumpkins. I'm almost the pumpkins now. Courgettes to pick up. But yes, there's you can actually see the slug right there. So yeah, a bit of TLC. As I mentioned, while I'm trying not to crush, there we go, the pumpkin. This courgette is not looking too good, but there, look at that. This is actually full. Well, full, that's 3. But 3 is more than 0, I think. But mostly it's crawling along here, and it's actually, I don't know if I will be able to show you this, but it's actually getting tangled now along there. We've got another fruit right down here. So yeah, I need to tidy this. Let's not forget the main task, the weeding in here. Obviously there is, I've mentioned that last week, there is actually a rhubarb right here in the middle, which is gonna stay for now. I'll be taking it out. I'm not exactly sure what's the best time to get it out of the ground, so I'm gonna have to have a look at this. Oh, that's weird. I can actually come out now. The first time I'm using this. It's not exactly a parcel now. Obviously this will be closed off soon enough. But it's funny to be able to come through this way. I'm going to measure this bit, so I will check if the step is movable-ish. Give it a wiggle, see what it's like. Then, yeah, we'll get the measurements. I think I've got a notepad with me as well, so perfect. That perfect sounded a bit too much like a famous last word, so I thought I'm going to check if I've got a notepad, and yes I do, but I don't have a pen. So it's just sometimes So yeah, I've got the phone. Oh, that's good. This is all moving, no problem. Well, not sure about those ones, but that's fine. This is definitely moving. Okay, good. So we can extend all the way to here, which actually, oh, this one actually fell out, so that's it. That would actually suit me if I can use the whole width. But yes, note to self: when you pack a note pile, pack a pen. There you go. That's my quote of the day. Right, I'm afraid, guys, I work in matrix, so, well, I can tell you actually it's 12 feet, almost 3.7 meter to here, 365, and then minus 10, so 355. That gives me something to work on. I could do a 2 bay and that would give me enough space. It's not an awful lot, but I've got about, give or take, 1.5 feet here, which could be the leaf mold, because I really want leaf mold, obviously, with those trees behind me, which you cannot see with the angle of the camera, but anyway, you know they are there. Whew. Right, I'm very sweaty. You probably have seen what's been done, so as you can see behind me, I've piled up, well, you've not seen really that bit, but I've piled up all the monoblocks. I've also put away all the metal that was lying about, so it doesn't look much tidier, but I thought if it's gonna look like a working site, I might as well keep this as the working site. Sorry, I'm still out of breath. Right, on the other side, you can see the 2 pile of monoblocks. They are all breezer blocks, but those ones are heavy. Thanks, Chris, for bringing these over. Those ones, I genuinely don't know how you've done it, mate, to be fair. I was just carrying them from just there to there, and I was dying. He had to carry them all the way from the car park and up the ramp, and whew, nice one. Thanks again, mate. But yeah, those ones are meant to be used for the base of the shed, to extend this base, the greenhouse. I keep saying shed, I don't know why, but anyway, this is meant to extend the base of the greenhouse. Obviously I don't have enough, I will need to get some more, but those ones are already gonna save me a good few quid, so brilliant. So let me turn the camera. It's gonna be a bit easier if I show you that way. So I've left them on that side because obviously what I want ultimately is to clear that space, mostly clear there, so there's no complaint, because it's meant to be a bit of a shared path access there. So I just want to make sure this is clear. Obviously I still have the edging there. I might try to take them up to the building site in a minute, but I will see, because I don't want to kill myself either, and tomorrow is another day, so I could do that later. It's looking a lot better already. Obviously the mess that you see there is not actually mine, it's on the neighbor side, but at least I've cleared all the stuff on my side, and this is exactly what I meant. This is ramping with bindweed everywhere in this bit. So I've pulled out what I could. Thankfully it wasn't really attached in the ground. I still see one right there which I'm gonna have to pull, and this one unfortunately is, yeah, see again, it's just catching on my plant, which is dying, which is killing them, but it's not actually on my side. It's actually because all this bit here is just pretty much just bindweed. So yeah, I'm gonna have to have a word with the neighbor, see if he can actually do some clearing in here, because it's just not any good if it's gonna start killing my plants. And this is fortunately what's happening. This one, which is falling down there, is just looking for something to catch on. It's not long before it catches on my tall sunflower there, and then it's straight on my sweet corn, and then same here. I'm sure some of them have lost them because of the bindweed that was climbing in here, and you can actually see one just on top of the, what's it called, willow herb or whatever it's called, this one. So anyway, I've got those ones left to move. Everything else has been moved. The rest will just be like trimmed over. I'll use the strimmer, whacker, whichever one you want to use, or whichever word you want to use. But I can't really do that just now because it's currently 7:42 in the morning, so it's still a bit early for that. Right, 20 past 8, so time to go. It's not bad for a couple of hours, just under. Weeding done. Still need to do here on the, well, obviously you're standing on the table inside the base of the future greenhouse. So still need to do the weeding in here. Still need to move the edging. And I was just remembering as well, I've got the slabs at the back and some inside the bed in here, which I need to move on the, well, let's call it the building side there at the back now. I think it's going to be easier to refer to it as the building side. Also have all the, whoa, almost fell, all the bags in here, which you can quite see, but just down there, all the bags to take to the recycling center, plus one of the big ton bag there. Which again, I keep saying that, but I will need to split it into 2 or 3 bags to take it away to the recycling center. Definitely have some more weeding to do in there, and you can actually see right in the corner, and there's still some of the lettuce, despite the fact that I've picked up 2 or 3. They were quite handy for me, so all good. I've tied the courgettes upright, cleared them. I don't know, I mean, they're called spineless beauty. I see the beauty, but for me they're just like the normal black beauty. They've got like vicious spines on them, so yeah, they're quite jaggy, so I'm not sure. I will see. So far they're pretty much exact same. And taste, same thing. I got 3 today. They're not the biggest one, but obviously they're still the early season for them. But lovely courgettes. It seem to be growing, give or take, the exact same as the Black Beauty. But I'm not entirely sure at this point that it's worth the extra money for the seeds, although the difference is not huge. But we'll see. At the end of the season, that's when I'm gonna make a decision. Should I keep the spineless Beauty despite the fact that they're not spineless at all, or should I move back to the Black Beauty? We'll see. Anyway, after tide was a nightmare. I don't know how it will render on the time lapse, but it was a nightmare to try to tidy the butternut squash. They were going all over the place, and there's actually a lot of fruits on one of them and a lot of foliage, so I've tried to trail it back up, but some of them were too far out. There was also too many of them, so I've chopped a few just to try to concentrate on the one I've got there. But quite frankly, I should have done that a lot earlier. I let myself get caught on this one, just lesson learned as well. Next year I really need to be on top of that. That's actually the first time I'm growing squash in that fashion. I usually just let them ramp on the ground and let them do their own life and just harvest whatever's coming out of them. But I don't know if the butternut chieftain will do the same or will do anything at all, to be perfectly honest. I still need to plant them. They're pretty much just ready to be planted out now, so yeah, it's been a bit of a challenging one this year. But the spaghetti squash, which is the first time I'm doing them, and also the first time I'm doing squash on a frame laden, it's actually a lot of maintenance to keep on top of things, and I wasn't on top of things, and I actually see one that's still falling down, which I need to tie again to make sure that it goes up. The courgette, obviously I've mentioned that. I've also started putting them upright, so we will see. The one thing that I can say is, by clearing the space at the bottom, removing some of the older foliage, that's just built up in stages, so the bottom foliage really just is there to mess things up and bring in fungus and whatnot. So it's best to clear them, keep the base, and then just let it ramp like that. But in my case, I'm getting it upright, and by clearing the base a bit like that and making some space, I can trail the pumpkin underneath. But anyway, yes, that's time to go for me now. It's past now. Ugh. Right, I will see you. I might see you in the greenhouse. I've got some work to do in the greenhouse. I've done a few bits and pieces, but not really much at all. But I've got some stuff to do in the greenhouse, so I'm hoping either this afternoon or tomorrow to get some things done. So you'll probably have that in the vlog as well. And yeah, right, half 8 and I'm just starting my day. That's pretty good. I like waking up I don't like when the alarm ring at that time, but it's actually a really nice feeling when you've got so much done and it's not even breakfast time yet. So nice. I've got a bit of a confession to make. I've kind of messed up. So I'm currently working on 4 different videos, another project which I will talk about very, very soon. I'm covered in, anyway, you'll find out next week why I'm covered in soil. So yes, I'm working on 4 different videos plus other projects in relation to the channel, and my head is really all over the place. And I came in the greenhouse today to initially to record this last part of the video, which I'm doing just now, except that I've opened it up like a new vlog because it's Monday today, so I'm just working on the next vlog. So rather than re-recording, because it's not going to be possible to record some of the bits that I'm talking about, which obviously will not make much sense if I'm this week rather than next week. That makes sense. That will make sense next week anyway. I'm just gonna leave it that way, and yeah, that's gonna be a short closing to the vlog this week, and obviously next week will be the one where we are doing the work that's needed here in the greenhouse, which has already been recorded. This is gonna be in the plot tour, which is gonna be filmed tomorrow, so will be released in a few days for you guys. And meanwhile, I'm also filming next week's vlog, and I'm also working on a separate video which I've mentioned about the new layout of the plot. That's what I'm working on, and that's why my head is just all over the place. So I apologize for the mix-up. Please be patient, wait for next week, and you'll see what the work was here in the greenhouse, what needed done here in the greenhouse. Yeah, at the allotment, it's all looking better. I was going to say good, but it looks better. It looks tidier. Tomorrow, which obviously is going to be for next week for you guys, I'm definitely going to the allotment. I'm hoping to be able to pick up the bags and clear the rubbish away, some of the rubbish away. I still have a bit of weeding to do. I still have a bit of tidying to do. But now that I've got a clearer picture of how I see the layout of the plot, I can potentially start a couple of things just now. So yes, that's the plan for tomorrow. It's not going to be a full day at the allotment, and I've got obviously the plot tour and the vlog 33 at that point. I'm lost in the numbers now. For next week's vlog to film at the same time. So I'm not going to be doing an awful lot of work, but I'm hoping to tackle pretty much the rest of the weeding that needs done. I will have my new trimmer with me, which I need to test anyway, and I've done my grass last week, so obviously there will be a good opportunity to give it a taste. A taste test? No, I'm not going to taste it. It doesn't sound particularly nice. I'm going to test it anyway, but not eat it. I don't. Anyway, ignore all that. As I said, my head is a mess. All over the place. So thank you again for watching the video this week. Thank you for being a subscriber. And if you're not yet a subscriber, please consider subscribing and make sure to tick the bell to know when the next video will be out. If you like this video, please leave a thumb up. If you didn't, leave a thumb down. It's up to you. But a thumb up would be appreciated. I hope to see you in a few days for the plot tour, and next week for whatever's happening behind me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See you next week, guys. Bye.